What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I am covering the Modern Warfare 2 beta. So this beta, is very buggy, to say the least. I have some key points that I want to cover, such as bugs, bad gameplay choices, and good gameplay choices, as well as my experience so far with the weapons, maps, and settings. Because there's a lot of things that are very buggy and do not make any sense, as well as the fact that this game comes out within a month. And with that being said, there is a lot that needs to be done. So this is my overview or review of Modern Warfare 2, and should you buy it? Is it worth $70 for the base game? The answer right now is no. Do not pre-order it and do not purchase it unless you are someone that is looking forward to spend $70 on campaign, because of as right now multiplayer is not fun. However, all the gameplay choices that they make seems to really suit, well, campaign, so it's kind of funny, because out of all the footage that I've seen of the campaign, it looks like they want to build this immersive action-packed game for campaign, and then I head into multiplayer and all the gameplay mechanics just don't really make sense, and no one really uses them for that reason. So to go to point one, I will be covering bugs, but before we get into that, I just want to say please like and subscribe, because that would really help out a lot, as well as reinforcing that idea of subscribing can also help grow my channel. But the main thing I really wanted to cover was the fact that this isn't obviously this isn't Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. What is being shown, but I do plan on showing you some of the aspects if you have not already seen Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. Modern Warfare 2, you can camp and you can rush. However, I've gotten very random lobbies, and because the player count is so low, I really feel like SPMM isn't really doing too much besides keeping me in brackets with people that have like a 2.0 or a high 1.5. So for bugs, there's a lot of textures loading in improperly. Oh, by the way, this is all on PlayStation 4. I do not know if this is carrying over to PlayStation 5, but for me, I've been playing on PlayStation 4, so the textures have been loading in improperly or just not at all. Gun attachments do not work on specific weapons such as the AK-74 and a shotgun that I really want to use, as well as MP5 not being unlockable. You have to do like some sort of glitch to get it for certain people, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do that. Slide canceling is not supposed to be in the game, but people have found out how to do it, so hopefully they'll fix that. And some guns just straight up don't work. So the Glock, for example, there's an automatic version of it, and for me, I should be able to put attachments on it, but I can't. And the only way that I can really use it is if I were to use the side impact blueprint. So, and that issue happens with a lot of weapons in the game, and I don't really like that. And on top of that, on top of the bugs in this beta, this isn't an alpha, by the way. Actually, Cold War had less bugs in the alpha than this game has, at least from what I've experienced so far. But the optimization's somewhat alright. I have gotten a lot of frame dips from like explosions in front of my face and people firing like a big group. So now off from bugs, and now we're going on to bad gameplay choices. Here are the lists of things that I have, and it definitely outnumbers the good gameplay choices. So basically they took everything from Modern Warfare and decided to add and remove from it. This game does not feel like a normal Call of Duty at all in terms of some of the aspects. The only thing that stays exactly the same from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2 is the sluggishness of the way people play, as well as the fact that some people refuse to run around the map. They would rather sit in corners. Gameplay is still very slow, and then you have the group of people that like to fly around and abuse all the movement mechanics they can to get an advantage on the player that they're trying to attack. And the time to kill is insanely fast, like always, because it's a Modern Warfare title. Now, would I like to see this change? I would like to see them either straight up, I mean, this is definitely not going to happen, but in my opinion, if you want to make a good Call of Duty and one that like flows naturally from one to another, I would definitely remove the ledge hang. I would do like an increased mantle though. Like, that idea is so cool. Like, if you want to mantle on top of something higher, it definitely should be a slower animation. It shouldn't be very fast and you just teleport up. Like, I'm fine with that. But definitely remove ledge hang, remove mounting, and remove doors. So, oh yeah, and make the type to kill just a teeny little bit longer, like maybe just one more bullet, because I do find myself getting some very cheap kills, and having other people get very cheap kills, because some guns will literally just kill you in 2 hits, depending on where you hit them, as well as the damage seems to be completely random every time. Rather than it being like 32, 32, 32 if you were to hit someone in the chest, it's now like 30, 32, 29, something like that. And although that might seem like, well, then how is the time to kill so slow? Well, the reasoning for that is because with the shotgun, now I know it is pellet spread. The shotgun at close range will sometimes take 2 hits or 1 hit to kill someone, no matter where you aim at them. So it's very weird that that gun acts like that, as well as maybe like the M4, where I hit someone in the upper torso twice and they just straight up fall on the floor and collapse, and it says I got a headshot when in reality I didn't. So I mean, I don't know if that's like a hitbox issue or if they just have random random damage numbers, kind of like Fortnite. So now off of that stuff, and we're gonna go on the list that I have made. Just to pause here for a second, before we get into this section. This is part of it. Just one of the things that I also do not like is the fact that there's a bunch of settings missing for how you aim, and there's no in-depth sensitivity. So like, you don't have a 3.0 multiplier, and you don't have the linear curve and how the aim assist works. Like, they're missing a bunch of settings for a controller. So like, whenever I switch from COD to COD, it feels very weird playing the new game because of having to adjust to everything, because it's definitely not the same settings that I would normally have on something like Warzone. And so far, the perk system definitely needs to be overhauled. I don't like that you have 2 base perks and then you have to earn the next 2 halfway through the match. That does not make any sense at all. The speed needs to be fixed, because the speed of the game, like I just said, time to kill is way too fast. And I find that people are able to traverse the map really fast, even though there's a lot of corners. So I don't think running speed should be turned down, but like, when they make new maps, they definitely have to take in consideration on how it is, because like on Farm 18 it is very slow, yet it's very compact, and the reason for that is because you run like 15 meters in front of you and you already got 5 like people on the other team looking at you. The maps are just way too open on stuff like that, and there's too many angles so where people don't want to move, and it seems like that issue has once again carried over from Modern Warfare. And whenever I'm talking about Modern Warfare, I'm not talking about the one from 2007, I'm talking about 2019. So that has to be fixed. Maps definitely have to be fixed. The only good one is the market. Minimap has to be fixed. I would rather have normal minimap or dead silence as a perk. One of the two. I could, because they did make minimap a perk, which is again really dumb, but again with the perk system overhaul kind of is a subgenre of that. Last Stand should be a single life only mode game mechanic. It should not be a perk. And you might be like, oh, they're just gonna make cheap stuff. It's very easy to kill someone in Last Stand. It's not that OP at all like it was in previous years, to where if you got killed, or not killed but dropped, you could pull out a pistol. You can't do that. You can only revive yourself, which I think is alright. Now on to good gameplay choices, and this is very basic, and I had to get at least a few down because these are the things that they can't fuck up at all. So gunplay is good. Whoop-de-doo, who knew Call of Duty was known for its amazing gunplay. Some movement. What I mean by this is that I like being able to dolphin dive and to slide separately, and I think the way they implemented that's the word. The way they implemented them wasn't that bad. However, again, with the ledge hanging, I really do think they should change it up a little bit, or just straight up remove being able to shoot over ledges and stuff, because that's just gonna be really bad. And then with my experience so far, matches have been very inconsistent. I do not know if that is because of where I live, or because of the small player pool that they have right now. The M4, like that seems like the one gun everyone uses. Again, because there are no attachments that anyone can use on like any other gun right now. It's just M4 and all the variants of the M4, which is very sad because they actually have quite a bit of weapons and you can't use any of them. So that has been my experience with the game so far. I'm definitely, this year, depending on how the game comes out and how they handle year 2, I will probably just stay on Cold War. I know you might hate me for that, but I have more fun with sweatier lobbies, being able to actually run around without getting killed 24/7 than I do on Modern Warfare, having to sit in a corner for about an hour to get killed over and over again. Oh yeah, spawning, that was one of the other bugs. Again, the shitty spawning from Modern Warfare is once again back. So that is my review. What would I rate this out of 5 stars? This would be a solid 1.5. I do not plan on playing the multiplayer extensively. I literally think I might just buy this for DMZ and campaign. Anyway, that was my video, and I'll see you guys next time.